So what's social engineering? Last night, a lawyer for Trayvon Martin's family telling us social engineering is part of her job description. The whole point of the jury is that we assign them job to weigh the facts. We draft them. We make them sit there. A lot of times they don't want to be there. We then present the evidence, and the judge then says, here's the evidence. Here's the law, instructs them of the law, and it's your duty. It's not mine. It's not yours. It's not anybody else in the community. But it's the jury's duty to weigh them. And all of a sudden, suddenly, afterwards, you say they can't do their job?
I have a greater duty beyond being an attorney, and that's to be a social engineer. And when the law doesn't get it right, I believe that we have the right to peacefully and morally, conscientiously object to the decision of the jury. That doesn't mean that we believe that it's going to be overturned or that it will, or that we don't respect the decision that those 6 people made. But there are millions of people out there who don't agree with that decision. So it's not just the legal team.
You know what the problem is, though?
You know, that's disturbing. That's deeply from all over the world. I think that when I'm talking about being a social engineer, George Zimmerman never would have been arrested if it wasn't the outcry from black people, brown people, white people, Republicans, Democrats, Christians, and Muslims in this nation who demanded his arrest. He was then arrested and he was tried by a jury of his peers. I do not believe that the jury got it right, and the federal government has every right to bring the claim. That's why we have federal preemption.
Rush Limbaugh was watching us last night. He heard Jasmine Rand, and now Rush has something to say about social engineers.
Last night on Fox, Greta Van Susteren interviewed one of the Martin family attorneys, Jasmine Rand, or maybe it's Jasmine Rand. And this woman kind of let it all out of the bag for everybody in the left. She's a lawyer. But then she let it out of the bag. She says, I'm not really a lawyer. I'm a social engineer. Everything I do is about social justice. And Greta, who is a lawyer and very serious lawyer and has a deep and profound appreciation for the law, took this woman to task. And they didn't get this verdict. And it's they start crying like a bunch of little impertinent kids, spoiled brats. Nobody convinced. These people were not personally invested in Trayvon Martin. So when it didn't go her way, then all of a sudden she stops being a lawyer, and she's a social engineer, and she is to make sure that what happened, it didn't go her way, does go her way by hook or by crook.